Today is September 26th, 2023. I just made a video and I'm fast reaching like 2,000. I'm fast reaching 1,000 videos and I'm still not profitable yet. I'm not consistently profitable yet. I'm still making, uh, uh, I'm still, I'm still struggling at this point. Um, and so one of the things that so the thing that I need to clearly substantiate, the, the thing that I need to clearly substantiate is just working on a setup. Okay, I need to work on a setup. I don't have a coach that tells me, okay, so what kind of setup are you using? Are you using this setup? So I'm asking myself, what setup are you trading? What setup are you trading? So what is my setup? Okay, so today I was like, so what I attempted to do today was essentially I looked at the chart. I looked at Meta. Okay, let's go specifically for the trade of the Meta. So I looked at Meta, and I thought when I saw it that it was like it's gonna go in this direction because of of something that I saw, but I cannot concretely define the reason why. And I entered. I put a stop loss, and the stop loss was hit, and I got stopped out multiple times. And so when I think about what the setup was and the reason why I entered and reason that, so I could not concretely define my setup. So what setup? So if I were to ask somebody, okay, so if I were to ask somebody, okay, so what setup did I use? That's the question I have. What setup? What setup? What is your setup? Okay. Okay. All right. That's very good. That's very good. I'm getting somewhere now. I'm now getting somewhere. What is your setup? When you made that trade, when you made that trade on Meta like 40 times, what setup were you using? What were you using to define the reason why you entered? Why did you do that? One of the things that I recollect doing is I went long, 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 and lost 3 times, and I got frustrated, and I reversed and went short, and then the stock reversed. Okay, so what reasons did you use to enter? What is your setup? What is your setup? You have to concretely define your setup when you get in. You're giving other people advice about setups and you're not even taking it. You're not even taking it. You should be taking it. Okay? You should listen to your own advice. Okay? Look, you're the only person at Office Evolution sitting here, and many people just walk in here, do a little bit of work, and just go home. Okay? So they have everything all established. But you, the only thing that's going for you is that this is a place where dreamers, risk takers, and doers, okay, work. Okay? So far, you have absolutely no substance to the time that you spent here. Okay? And they're wondering, what the heck are you doing? What the heck are you doing? Okay? What the heck are you doing here? Okay? Get it together. Get it together. Chop, chop, chop. Get it together. I heard from a former S&B Capital trader who now is like developing software with his friend. And apparently at S&B Capital, the Steenbacher, the psychiatrist, advises people who this one thing, which is this. If you say to yourself, it's okay, I'll just make it up next time, then you'll never improve. But if you say to yourself, I did something and I need to improve, it's not right, I have to be upset with it. I have to be very upset. I have to say to myself, no, that's not right. I have to fix it. It needs to be taken care of. Then changes do occur. That's that's like $1 million psychological statement. There's like multiple millions of dollars of like advices floating around on YouTube, but it's traction that's required for me to grab onto it and fully realize what's really going on. I have to do something. I put a quarter in my on my, what's it, the back tire. Oh, the front tire. I put it on the front tire, I think, or the back tire. But I should have used a penny, but I used a quarter. And so if apparently if the a Lincoln's head is actually touching the tire, okay, barely touching the tire, it means that it needs new tires because it's getting bald. I used a quarter, okay, and it's like it's touching what is that? George Washington. I think that's George Washington's there. Let me just double check. I think that's George Washington, right? George Washington. Let's see. Is it George Washington? Oh yeah, the first president of the United States of America, George Washington. Apple. He chopped down the apple tree and says I cannot tell a lie. I chopped down the apple tree. That's what he said. And he had a wooden teeth. Probably not made of apple tree though. Apple wood. So, yeah, there's something wrong. I need to fix this. Okay? And I pray that I'm still welcome at Office Evolution. I hope. I pray. So I need to. So what is your setup? What is your setup? Define your setup. Define your setup now. Define it. Then you can do back testing. First, I have to define it. Define your setup. Clearly define. Grab it out of this foggy area. Grab it. Okay? Grab it and put it in your pocket. Grab it. Grab that setup. Define it. Define your setup. Define your setup now. Define it. You've been trading for like over 2 years now. So what setup were you using? Okay? Is it dip and rip? Okay, so dip and rip, sometimes it works. It works sometimes, right? It happens every day. It happens within an hour, okay? Within an hour it does that. It dips and rips too, right? It dips. I can reduce the time frame within an intraday. I could reduce it like within 1 hour or 30 minutes or 10 minutes. I can see it. There's a dip, okay? There's always a dip, right? That seems to be a reversion trading, right? That's reversion trading. The other part is defining the continuation of a trade within the intraday. So I have to define those two critical components within. I have to define these two trades, two types of. So what I need to do is define my setup. Define my setup. So the first definition of my setup is going to be a continuation setup, and the other is a reversion setup that is clearly substantiated so that I can do back testing and assign a clear statistical probability of win to loss ratios